Hey, you use it every day, maybe even now. This is a very important invention that changed the world. That's exactly why today's video will be about toilets. I don't think you realize how important the toilet is. Let's talk about how it was when toilets and sewers didn't exist. Many years ago, when there were not 7.7 billion of us on Earth, everybody did their business in peace and undisturbed in forests, bushes, etc., just as animals still do. There was no problem with that. It all decomposed and acted as fertilizer that made plants grow. The problem came when we started to gather into towns. People mostly did their business in a bucket, which they then poured into a nearby river, where they also used to bathe, of course. People who were better off had latrines. You can probably imagine how nice it smelled everywhere. One of the first civilizations to develop a sewer system was the Romans. It was called Cloaca Maxima. There were public toilets that looked like this by the stream of the canal. They'd sit next to each other like this, talking, and every now and then a rat would bite them on the ass. The first working flush toilet was designed in 1596 for Queen Elizabeth I, but she didn't like it. An improved version came in 1775, and its principle is still in use today. Even though there was already a working toilet, most people still carried out their needs in buckets, latrines, and rivers. The integration of toilets into houses only began to take off in the 1860s and 1870s. Understandably, it was not enough to have toilets, but also sewers. In larger cities such as London, there were problems due to the lack of good sewerage infrastructure. The water that people drank was contaminated with feces, which led to cholera epidemics. And there was also a very big smell everywhere. In the summer of 1858, London smelled so bad that they called this period the Great Stink. After the Industrial Revolution, a strong sewage infrastructure was built, and sewage treatment plants began to be used, so that polluted water did not contaminate the surrounding area. How does a sewage treatment plant work? It's a complicated process, but in a nutshell, with piped-in sewage, first the large waste such as wipes, etc. that end up in toilets are filtered out. The water is then purified mechanically, biologically, and chemically to make it suitable for discharge. To be clear, in a wastewater treatment plant, the water is not turned into potable water that ends up with you. That is done at the water plant. Have you ever wondered why the water level is always the same in the toilet? Or how is it possible that the water stays there even when you flush? It's because every toilet has this S-shaped design. The water stays there because it has no way to drain. What good is that? The water that stays in there blocks the smell from the sewer. It's the same concept that Alexander Cummings invented in 1775. To flush, you need to get a quick, relatively large amount of water into the bowl. That's all from today's video. Let me know in the comments section what you would like to see in the next video. And don't forget to like and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and it will help me a lot. See you in the next video.